Tenshin Nasukawa truly is a storm in human form. With the innocent face of a teenager, he fooled many cocky rats into thinking he was easy prey.
Encouraging him, and that may have been what he was baiting him into right there as an arm.
But every time they mocked him or tried to disrespect the code of combat, they signed their own death warrant. Because when you awaken the wrath of this Japanese prodigy, he doesn't just fight you, he erases you. Get ready to see how a child-faced assassin turned arrogant clowns into broken toys. This is Knockout Truth. Here we go. In 2016, the Japanese Wonder Kid stepped into the ring with Amnat, a seasoned Thai veteran. From the very start, Amnat treated Tenshin like a boy who didn't belong on the same stage.
This is Knockout. You are witnessing Amnat.
He smirked, danced, and mocked every strike that came his way.
Orthodox. And Tenshin Nasukawa in his southpaw stance.
Worse, he used disgraceful tricks like grabbing, clinching, and even throwing wrestling-style trips, as if he was auditioning for a circus act instead of a fight. But when rats play games, Tenshin makes them pay. The moment Nasukawa adjusted his distance, the Thai clown's smile began to vanish. Lightning-fast kicks slammed into Amnat's body, folding him like cheap paper. It cracked through the veteran's defenses. The crowd roared as the teenage phenom flipped the script, punishing Amnat with a storm of combinations. Left hands sliced through his guard, spinning kicks whipped across his head, and sharp counters left the old fox staggering in confusion. Still, Amnat tried to play dirty, dragging the fight into ugly clinches, pulling on Tenshin's neck like a desperate rat clinging to survival. But every time he broke free, Tenshin unleashed a barrage that made the veteran regret every smirk and every trick. Finally, the Japanese shinobi sealed his lesson with brutal precision. A crisp head kick sent shockwaves through the arena, and the once cocky showman was reduced to nothing more than prey caught in a hunter's trap. The referee had seen enough. The fight was waved off, and the rat who thought he could clown a prodigy was left humiliated on the canvas. This was Tenshin Nasukawa, destroyer of arrogance, punisher of disrespect, and proof that no matter how sneaky the rat, it will always fall before the storm.
Can he reply? Will he get up? The referee calls it. It's all over.
In 2017, Tenshin Nasukawa faced Yusaku Nakamura, the Shudo champion. Nakamura was older, bigger, and carried himself with the arrogance of a man who thought a teenager could never touch him. He brushed off Tenshin as just a kid and walked into the ring like he was about to teach a lesson. But the only lesson that night came from Tenshin. The moment the bell rang, Nakamura marched forward with a smug grin. He tried to bully Tenshin with pressure, swinging wide punches, daring the young fighter to stand still. But Nasukawa was too fast, too sharp. A snapping left hand cracked through the veteran's guard, wiping the smirk off his face. The Shudo champion tried to laugh, but Another clean shot dropped him flat on the canvas. He stood up, wobbling, only to be met with a storm of combinations. Tenshin's fists and feet rained down like thunder, breaking through every defense. Nakamura's game plan crumbled in real time. The veteran tried switching stances, backing up, circling out, anything to escape the teenage nightmare stalking him across the ring. Nothing worked. Tenshin's footwork was surgical, trapping the bigger man against the ropes. What made it worse was how effortless Tenshin looked. While Nakamura huffed and swung desperately, the prodigy moved like water, flowing around attacks and countering with picture-perfect technique. And every time Nakamura thought he had space to breathe, Tenshin was already there, waiting with another combination. By the second round, Nakamura's confidence was gone. He staggered across the ring, eating body shots and head kicks, while Tenshin hunted him like prey. The crowd could sense the end coming. Nakamura's legs were heavy, his hands were dropping, and his eyes showed the panic of a man who realized he was completely outclassed. Another knockdown left the referee no choice. The fight was stopped. The man who mocked Tenshin as a child was left beaten like one. Every punch had stripped away his pride, leaving nothing but a broken champion at the prodigy's feet. In 2016, Tenshin faced Kizamon Saiga, a flashy fighter from K1 and MMA. Saiga strutted into the ring, acting like a star. He smirked at Tenshin and tried to bully the teenager with his bravado, but his show ended fast. From the opening seconds, Tenshin's speed was impossible to handle. Every time Saiga swung big, Tenshin struck first. Every taunt was punished with kicks and quick hands that landed clean. Saiga's biggest mistake was thinking Flash could beat fundamentals. He threw wild spinning attacks that hit nothing but air. And Tenshin, the cold-blooded tactician, made him pay for every single error. A sharp left hand sent Saiga crashing to the floor. He got up, still trying to act tough, but his body language told a different story. The swagger was now replaced by hesitation. His strikes became desperate, and his movement became sluggish. Seconds later, Tenshin spun and cracked him with a brutal kick. The arena exploded as the prodigy dismantled the showman piece by piece. It was a masterclass in precision striking. Tenshin picked Saiga apart with deep kicks that kept him at a distance, followed by blitzing combinations when he closed the gap. Low kicks chopped down the veteran's base, and straight punches found their mark again and again. Saiga had no answers, nothing left but survival instincts. His arrogance faded into panic. His guard dropped, and Tenshin poured on the punishment. A final flurry sent the flashy rat crashing down once more, the referee waving it off. The fighter who wanted the spotlight was left in the shadows. Tenshin once again turned the cocky showman into nothing more than a broken toy. In 2018, Tenshin Nasukawa faced Swakim PK Saenchai Agim, one of Thailand's most respected fighters. Swakim had the pedigree, the experience, and the confidence of a warrior who believed no Japanese kid could match him. Before the fight, he smirked at questions about Tenshin, dismissing him as overhyped.
That's right, fight Shiro. Circum. PK Senchai Muay Thai Gym.
When the bell rang, Swakim played the tough guy, walking forward and acting like Tenshin's punches were nothing more than mosquito bites. He rolled his shoulders, shook his head, and taunted with every exchange.
Okay. Circum starting off with some right kicks. Tenshin showing his power.
Yep. He does have that knockout ability.
But arrogance always has a price. Tenshin's speed shredded through Swakim's defense. A sharp left hand cracked him clean, and the Thai warrior's smirk faded. Moments later, a vicious kick sent him stumbling.
Wow, a nice exchange.
Yep.
10 seconds left.
The damage was already showing on Salakim's face. His legendary Thai toughness kept him standing, but it couldn't hide the fact that he was being outworked and outclassed. Tenshin's ring generalship was on full display with the precision of a chess master.
Like I said before, because he's not setting his kicks up with any punches, they're getting easier and easier for Tenshin to counter.
Wow, very strong left body shot from Tenshin.
The crowd erupted as the Japanese prodigy poured on the punishment. Every strike landed with perfect timing. Spinning kicks, blistering combos, and counter shots turned Swakim's confidence into panic.
Circum is not using his natural advantage, which is his height. I've seen very few push kicks and jabs from him for the whole evening. So
the Thai veteran tried to mount a comeback, throwing heavy low kicks and hunting for the clinch where his Muay Thai experience could shine.
Nice hook.
Nice little exchange there.
Does have a chin.
So Tenshin, he's a very well-rounded, strong fighter. Circum's starting to use that right. You can see it's coming in just like Tenshin's left.
But Tenshin was too intelligent, too aware. He slipped the clinch attempts and punished every kick with counters that landed clean on the chin.
Strong high left kick from Tenshin. Good.
By the final round, Swakim was broken. Tenshin ended it in style, throwing a spinning kick to the head that left the veteran bleeding. The referee stepped in, and the arrogant warrior who mocked him was left stunned.
Let's see that again. Counters the kick with a spinning right.
Even legends who underestimate Tenshin learn the same lesson. Disrespect the prodigy, and you pay the price. In 2019, Tenshin Nasukawa faced Rui Ibata, a dangerous Japanese contender who entered the ring with swagger. Ibata was bold, ambitious, and convinced that he could finally break the prodigy's streak. He strutted forward with smirks, treating Tenshin as if he were just another name to step over. But Tenshin had no intention of being stepped on. As the fight opened, the difference was clear. Nasukawa's speed and creativity left Ibata lost. Every time the challenger pressed in, he ate a stiff counter. Every time he tried to trade, he was punished with lightning-fast combinations. The so-called threat began to look like a rookie. Ibata's pride pushed him to fight recklessly. He swung wide, trying to land one big shot that would silence the crowd. But Tenshin was too calm, too sharp. The prodigy read him like a book, punishing every mistake with crisp counters. Midway through the fight, a clean shot dropped Ibata hard to the canvas. He scrambled back up, red-faced, trying to show toughness. But the knockdown broke his momentum and cracked his confidence. Suddenly, the arrogant challenger looked unsure. His guard dropping with every exchange. Tenshin pressed the attack, mixing punches, kicks, and spinning strikes that had the arena roar. Ibata's reckless swings hit nothing but air. The smirk was gone, replaced with desperation.
6, 7.
In the closing rounds, Tenshin turned the fight into a highlight reel. Flying knees, fast combinations, and brutal body shots shredded Ibata's defenses. The challenger wilted under the storm, unable to answer back. When the final bell rang, the result was undeniable. Tenshin Nasukawa had dismantled another arrogant pretender. Rui Ibata's ego had been left on the canvas, shattered in front of the nation. Another challenger had been punished. And once again, the child-faced assassin proved that disrespecting him only leads to destruction. Across every battle, the story repeats. Rats mocked Tenshin Nasukawa, and rats were destroyed. From veterans who thought he was a child, to flashy stars who thought they were untouchable, every single one learned the same lesson. You don't disrespect Japan's prodigy. If you enjoyed watching these brutal lessons in humility, make sure to smash the like button and subscribe for more stories of warriors who got exactly what they deserved. Thanks for watching.